Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today's project, we've actually tackled this in our original van, but we're doing it to this van as well because it's awesome.
Yeah, so if you don't know, we currently have been full-time in a Road Trek Zion SRT for 3 years, and it's built on the 2500 chassis, and we installed the Sumo Spring suspension enhancers or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I call them.
Yeah. These replace the factory ones. These are much bigger and beefier, and then these go in the front coil. And we did it 2 years ago?
Probably.
About 2 years ago,
Yeah.
on our current van, and now we're building out our new van on the Promaster 3500 chassis. So it was such an awesome modification addition that we thought we'd do it on this one. It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. Now, we did film it the first time we installed on our original van, and I'll post a link to that video in the comments or description somewhere here. But we put a GoPro camera underneath and did a before and after.
Yeah,
So
I
you
mounted
can
the camera.
see.
I didn't just put it under the van. We actually
Yeah, we mounted it.
Mounted a GoPro under the van, pointing at
The bump stop.
the bump stop that's in there, the factory one. And as we drove over speed bumps,
You could see how ineffective it was. And
Yeah.
then we kept it under there after we changed it, and then you could see what an improvement. It was just such a huge noticeable improvement.
yeah,
so.
I think also other than just doing the before and after with the GoPro, I was going over the same speed bump. I think you were filming me
Yeah.
from outside too,
Yeah.
just to see how the van moves. But so that was a huge help in just the way the vehicle handled on speed bumps, or if you go into like a parking lot that's got kind of an angled entrance and you come in, it kind of gets that rocking, and it really reduced that a lot. And some of the things that seemed to help was on the really, like when we were in the desert, the high crosswinds, it seemed to really help with that.
Like
And
driving on the
Yeah.
freeway or something. In the...
even on we did some long gravel washboard roads, and it seemed to really help that too. So we're not sponsored by these people anyway.
We're not, but we love this product, and it's made such a huge difference in our current ride. So
Yeah.
let's get to it. Swap it out. It's pretty simple. So
All the instructions and safety procedures that they list on there, and it's really not that difficult a project, as you're going to see, hopefully.
yeah, hopefully we won't make it difficult. I gotta
Alright.
finish my cup of coffee first.
I'm down with that.
You going in?
This is so much more room, not even jacked up, than I have in that van when it's jacked up.
Oh yeah, I can tell right away.
So anyway, I'm not going to jack it up yet. I'm going to go under, remove the factory bump stop, and then I'll see how much room I have, and then I'll know how much to jack it up. So
Cool.
going in.
Going in.
Well, that come off easy. Not too much. You can hardly tell apart.
Yeah.
Which one's the new one? Which one's the old one?
Wow. Pistol, thank you.
Okay, so I have to jack it up a little bit, and you know, you can use a nice floor jack, but for me, I've not tested the jack I would use in an emergency, so I'm going to use the regular jack that comes with the van to make sure it all works well.
So what's the procedure for putting, you just screw them on, right?
Yeah, it provides a little bit of Loctite that you put on the threads.
It's really so simple. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can figure it out.
hand tight.
Getting the other back tire.
Yeah, on the metal outer part of the bump stop, there's some little notches. So you just use some sort of punch or whatever you have handy.
To loosen it up, is that what you mean?
Yeah, just to kind of break it loose here.
Okay. Okay, rear ones are done. That was quick.
Rear ones are the easy ones.
Yeah, these are a little more challenging. So what has to happen is that uninstalled piece, this we showed you, has to go up in the coil, just slips into the coil. But in order to do that, we have to jack it up pretty far, I think. So it's gotta go up in here.
Yeah, so make sure that when you jack this one up, you also block your band up so you're not relying on the jack, because you can, even though you're not really under the vehicle, once you jack it up to expose that, you're working inside that coil. So get that thing supported.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Is it up enough?
It's up as all it's gonna go.
So
Make sure you're blocked up and safe, and then put some hand soap and water and clean these coils up good. And try to slide these things on. So the instructions say you have a shallow groove on one side and a deep groove on the other. The deep groove always goes down is what it says.
okay.
So it's going to be hard to see it, but you see how the coil springs are. You try to get this wrapped around, then try to get this one on the bottom, work it back a little bit, and then try to pop this one in, and then work the whole thing. And as you spin it, it should all go inside.
Oh, I see.
So we're going to give that a shot.
That's wild.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, and the top one popped in too.
Oh, it did. Wow, that was so much easier.
Now you can move it around to where you want it. And then you put the zip ties around, there it is. The top, there's holes in the top, 5 of them. The instructions say just put them around here around the top coil. And if you leave them loose enough, you can put them all 5 on and work it around as you do it, then get it where you want it, then tighten them up and trim them off.
Oh, I see.
5 for each one, there's 5 holes in the top. Even the picture, I thought you'd put them on top and bottom, but the instructions say just the top.
Okay.
And the picture shows just the top, so I'm going with what that says.
That was easier than I expected, actually.
Well, the last time I put a bunch of soapy water on the spring, not the coil, and so my hands were all slippery.
Oh yeah. Lesson learned.
Learn from my mistakes.
Okay.
You'll go far.
Let's get these zip ties on there.
Let's try to put some zip ties in.
Okay.
I think some people just put them on the bottom just because it's so much easier to access. I don't think once this thing is settled, unless you play like some Dukes of Hazzard jumps or something, I can't imagine this thing ever coming out.
We might though.
We might. Okay.
Okay, you got one, and you're not tightening it up all the way
No.
because you want to swoop it around.
Yeah, I'll get them all on there and then.
I like your style. Okay, so he's got this in, he's got the zip ties on the top. He's tightening them up. As he goes along, he's gonna start snipping them off and then move it and go.
Now, I'm just gonna kind of get it towards holes kind of there in the back. Kind of where I want it.
Nice.
They ain't going nowhere.
One left.
There.
Nice. You're good, you. Now we zip tie.
Okay, always make sure that you're going in this way.
Wait, what way?
This is the only way.
Oh yeah.
Ratchets. If you get all the way in there, then
You're backwards.
you wasted your time.
Speaking from experience.
Never. Ah, the sweet sound of a ratchet. One more. Okay,
Okay.
lower down.
Good job. Actually didn't take too long.
Still got my original coffee cup.
Yep.
maybe an hour, a little more. Didn't really time it, but it definitely helped having done it before. But yeah, are we ignoring you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
She's hardly ever vocal. It's her lunchtime, so it's happening.
Oh, it's past lunchtime.
Oh my gosh, it is past her lunchtime.
So anyway, we got to go here, feed the dog, but it helped having done it before. But hopefully we made it. It's really hard to get the camera and the lighting right to see it.
Especially for the front ones, it's just.
Yeah, but really, if you can just get that front coil or the front Sumo Spring wrapped around those coils, and you can get it start down low and then get it the bottom in, top in. Well, actually, the first one, the top one popped in, the bottom one popped in easy. So I did it both ways. But just get the front part in, and then as you start to spin it, just slide it where it wants to go.
Itself.
Yeah, it feeds itself in there.
Yeah.
But it didn't take a lot of muscle. So if you're muscling it too much, work on the technique.
It's more finesse. It's a job for you, not me.
Yeah. Yes. And the rear, because we don't have a ton of weight in the back yet, the van was still pretty high. I mean, I just had to raise it up, half an inch or an inch, I think.
Just to get it in there, because it's not, when you lowered it, it's still not touching. But when we did the original video on our current van, it came down all the way to it. And really held
sits right on it. So.
Yeah, so again, I'll post links to that video, and then we have a separate video where we install the front. I'll link those up. And
do we have, on our website, do we have links to the Sumo Springs?
we do have links to the Sumo Springs. Most all the products that we're using are on our website with Amazon links, and if you do shop through Amazon through our links, you support us for free. So it doesn't cost you anything extra, but gives us a little something. So,
yeah. Yep.
all right.
Carry on.
Carry on.